Good morning everybody and welcome back to the Greenlambkin vlogs. It's so nice to be back. It's been 2 and a bit months since I've made a vlog and I've really missed it. So if you're new here, my name's Suzanne and I'm a knitter, crocheter, indie dyer, dabbler in lots of different crafts from Derbyshire in the UK. And this is my little corner of YouTube where I share things about everyday life, about my making and all that kind of thing. So I hope you enjoy it and stick around to see some future vlogs. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your patience and welcome back. It's lovely to be back. As I said, let me have a sip of coffee. Got the skin off the milk. So, I'm not going to go into loads of detail and I'm going to try very hard not to get upset, but I just wanted to give a bit of a brief explanation as to where I've been, in case you haven't heard or seen. I've been pretty open about it on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, but if you don't follow me there, you might not know that my dad went into hospital on the 2nd of January with complications with his Alzheimer's, loss of mobility, problem with his heart. I'm really not sure exactly what happened when he went into hospital. After 3 days in there, he was tested negative for COVID when he went into hospital. 3 days after he went in, he caught it. Well, we don't know when he caught it, but some point between when he went in and when they tested him again on the 3rd day, he'd contracted COVID in hospital. And on the 17th of January, unfortunately, died. And so then we had lots of stuff to sort out, not a lot of brain space to think about doing the things that that I enjoy doing. Everyday life went right out the window, to be honest, and it was all funeral arrangements and sorting out bank accounts and all the kind of stuff that you have to do when you lose someone. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into loads of detail about what happened to him. It's very raw. But yeah, I've not really been in the right frame of mind to talk about, to pick up the camera and vlog until now. But I've started back at work. I started back at work last Wednesday. I'm doing a bit of a phase return to sort of ease me back into it gradually. But I'm starting to feel a bit brighter now. Spring's on its way. It's my birthday this Friday, so I thought, why not do a birthday week vlog? That'd be good fun. And yeah, I'm going to try and get back into the normal swing of things with Greenlambkin yarn and just sort of build things back up steadily. So on top of that, I've not been able to do a lot of making, which has sort of really, put me off vlogging also, because I've not got a lot to share. I say that, I have been making some stuff, but just not to the usual, because I'm quite a prolific maker in terms of knitting especially, and I've not been able to do that because my hand problems, which started in, if you watched my vlogmas, you might remember me saying that my thumb was starting to hurt, and it is indeed the same problem that I had previously. It's called the Quervens synovitis, which is an inflammation of the tendons that run down your hand and your thumb, and the sheath that goes right around them and keeps them in place. It seems to be a physiological problem for me because the sheath is naturally very tight and the tendons are naturally very close together, so there's an aggravation there. So down the line, I'm expecting that I'm going to need surgery to cut the sheath, and I would welcome that to just get rid of the problem permanently. But this morning, it's time for me to go and have, about 18 months ago, I had a steroid injection, which was a temporary solution for the problem. It worked really well for the 18 months that it worked. So I'm having another one this morning, and I'm going to a local hospital, which is about a 10-minute walk around the corner, so that's really convenient for me. So yeah, that's what today brings. But I'm going to stop waffling on, and I'm going to share some bits of what I have been making with you. Got a couple of pairs of socks from Christmas time. I've been able to crochet more than I've been able to knit, so I've been working on my crochet granny square blanket, and I've also rekindled my love for cross stitch. I only did it very briefly before, but it's been something that I could really get into while I've not been able to knit and do other things, because I've lost a lot of hand strength as well. So holding a pencil hurts after about 5 minutes, can't write for very long, so I wouldn't be able to draw and things like that. So I'm going to share lots of the projects that I've been working on with you, and I hope you enjoy coming along with me. And hopefully by Friday my hand will be strong enough that I can cast on a pair of birthday socks. Whoop whoop! I'm so excited. I've just wound these mini skeins up to do the image for the Advent Club this year. I'm trying to find a book I want to use in the picture. I've got a beautiful Quentin Blake illustrated version of the Christmas Carol somewhere. Of course, I thought I knew where it was and I don't. So I'm just having a little search around for that, because A Christmas Carol is the theme of my Advent this year. So I want to get because it's starting this month and I'm a little bit late with it. Can you hear the cat sneezing? Bless you, my treasure. So the hunt continues for the book, and if not, I'll just have to think up an alternative for the image. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday now. When did I speak to you? I spoke to you yesterday morning before I went up to the hospital to have my injection done on my hand, which went really well. The chap who did it seemed to take a lot longer looking at my hand and deciding what the best plan of action was, and put the injection in a different place to where I had it last time as well, which was interesting. So fingers crossed that once it settles down it's going to be effective. But I have got like a bony nodule that's grown on the side of my wrist, which the last physio that I saw said wasn't a concern, but the chap who I saw yesterday said that could be aggravating things. And so if this doesn't work as a permanent solution for me this time, having had it in a different place, I've got to go back and have x-rays, and he'll take it to the next level and see if we can sort it out, which is really good. So I'm trying to rest it as much as I can, because once you've had the cortisone injection, the drug stays in the spot they've put it in, and then you have to try and use your hand as little as possible to stop it from moving around so that it can really do its work on reducing inflammation and things. So I'm trying to use my right hand to work today. I'm operating a left-handed vertical mouse with my right hand, which is somewhat challenging, and I'm trying to type as much one-handed. I'm trying to just use my fingers and move my hand using my arm rather than, you know, too much manipulation of the fingers and thumb. I can't do shift and press a letter at the same time. It hurts. So yes, it was sore after I had it done. It was very painful last night, but that's completely normal. It usually gets more painful before it gets better. I'm just keeping everything crossed that it will feel reasonably normal or getting towards normal enough so that I can do a bit of something on my birthday, which is Friday, because I've got a birthday cast on, and I've also got a present coming from Johnny which I would like to start, which is some cross stitch. So anyway, that's not what I was here to talk to you about. I thought I'm on my lunch break from work, and I thought I'd just show you a couple of finished objects which were from before my hand started to get really bad. Through sort of towards the end of January was when I first spoke to the physiotherapist, who said you need to stop knitting for a while, for a month in fact, and then we'll ease it back in gently and see if your hand improves. Which it didn't, which is why I've had the cortisone injection. So anyway, I've got 2 pairs of Christmas socks to show you. And I'm just trying to decide whether to show these socks to you in the order that I cast them on or the order that I finished them. Does it really matter? No. I've also got the socks finished which I started when, if you watched my Vlogtober series, I started these socks when we went on holiday, and they were, I'll show you those first because they're on the top of the pile. These are Stripy Cat socks in the Mischief Managed colourway. And they are my usual, there are 2 of them. I know the light's not great, but I think that's a good representation of colour. Goodness me, the wind's really blowing outside. It nearly blew the cover off of our bench outside just then. Yes, so Stripy Cat yarn in the Mischief Managed colourway with the coordinating mini skein which I use for the heels and toes. It's my standard sock, 64 stitches with a 4/4 heel and a normal wedge double decrease toe, and I knitted them on 2.25 Chowgoo red lace needles. I absolutely adore them, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be able to wear them. I think I might put them on for my birthday actually, save them for Friday. So that's that one. And then throughout December I was knitting on these because my sister Wendy treated me, Laura, my other sister, and my mum and herself to a skein of this very generously, which is Candy Cane Lane by Pixie Yarn. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, it's not quite right, the colour. But these are exactly the same, except for instead of a 2x2 rib, I did a 1x1 twisted rib on this. And the heels and toes are done in a contrast colour which I dyed using my new neon dyes which I've been dabbling with. So yeah, that's those. And they're going to go and get put in my Christmas box of socks, which I'm going to have to get a new box for because it's sort of overflowing a little bit now. The last ones to show are not staying up very well on my sock blocker. Do you know, I'm just realising I can't remember the name of the pattern that I used for these socks. I'll have to check it and tell you later. How silly am I? But I can tell you that the yarn is Snuggly Stars in the oh, what's the matter with my memory? I think it's Crazy Christmas Party. It's not Bonkers Christmas Party or Mad. It might be Mad Christmas Party. It's crazy. Anyway, oh, I'm not doing very well, am I? Why can't I remember what this sock is called? I'll check it and I'll come back to you with it. What a Wurly. And it's on a gold stellina base, but it's still got my toe and heel, and it's got a 2x2 twisted rib. No, 2x2 normal rib. And this contrast colour for the heels and toes is Opal Uni, which looks like that, only it's the foresty green colourway instead. I bought that at the same time, you see. I'm going to be really mad with myself if I can't remember what this sock is called. I don't usually do that. I'm usually quite good at remembering pattern names. I'll come back later. I've just got one more thing to show you quickly. I was saying about having a birthday cast on prepared. I bought this yarn from Hannah of Chromatic Yarns and the Corner of Craft. I think it was just after my birthday last year. I treated myself, and it's the merino sock, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it's called Birthday Cake Golem. I think that's how you say it. And it's just cream with bits of cakey brown and then all of these gorgeous speckles throughout it in such a beautiful range of colours. Ow, that hurt. Honestly, I've lost so much strength in this hand. I hope I can build it up quickly enough. I mean, those speckles. I don't think this light's doing it justice. And I'm just trying to decide which pattern, because I want to do a very basic texture pattern. I've been talking to Paula from Stitched by Mrs. D about it. We were talking about the Peter socks and the Prairie socks by Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears. And then while I was looking at Kay's Ravelry page, I was remembering that I also really like the Drippity Drop socks. So I might do those. Sugar Frost socks! That's what they're called. I remembered the Sugar Frost socks. I can't remember who the designer is, but I'll check that for you and let you know in a bit. And then that's Opal. Opal. It doesn't say a colour. It's 75% virgin wool and 25% polyamide. Very, very hard wearing, and the colour is 9938. But I just thought it would pick up with these lovely burgundy tones very nicely, like that. So I'm going to cake that up. Obviously, I'll bring you along with me for that. Yes, now I'd better shut up and get on with some work, and I will talk to you again later. You will have seen me just painting my nails. Oh, don't look, terrible job. I've got to get it off my cuticles. That one's not too bad. This is Polished for Days in the Camellia colourway. It's very pretty, very springy. And I've also just been gathering Oh, excuse me, gathering the bits and bobs I need for my birthday cast on tomorrow. So I've got a mini knit kitten needle cozy. I've got my Harry Potter bag from Cherie that Cherie made me for Christmas. And I've got some needles in here. And this beautiful Matryoshka dolly kind of progress keeper. And do you know, I've had a few nice parcels recently and I am racking my brain trying to remember which one of you lovely folk it was that sent me this girl. I put them all in the same place. I think that was the the failure. I might have remembered if I'd put them separate places, but no, put them all in one dish. It'll come back to me. When it does, I'll tell you. So I've got her and I've got my yarn, the birthday cake golem, and then this is, I just wound off a bit of the opal so that it doesn't overtake the bag, so I'm going to pack all that up. And then I also just thought I'd show you a new acquisition which happened to come through the letterbox the other week. Yep, it's more stripy cat yarns. I know the colour's not brilliant in here. It's not really showing how nice and bright this is. But this is Professor Minerva McGonagall sock yarn with a mini skein. And I'm probably going to be casting these on... Well, let's just see how I get on with that pair first, shall we? I don't want to put myself under too much stress, but I thought you'd just like to see... Not stress, but challenge myself to do too much and hurt my hand again. That's what I mean. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully soon. I wasn't going to make this part silent. It's not long enough for me to really bother searching for music for it. But Johnny was talking absolute drivel in the background, so you've got me bibbling on at you over the top instead. Lovely baked cookie wax melt from my friend Kerry for my birthday. It smells delicious. I'm back in the old podcasting spot. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Let's try that. Oh dear, I'm all wonky. My tripod's being weird. I think someone's been messing about with it. Sorry about the bubbles. Anyway, I've just made myself a cup of Bird and Blend peppermint cream. Very refreshing. Before I sign off for this vlog, I thought I'd share a little bit of birthday goody goodness with you, and a little bit of knitting and cross stitch. So what shall I show you first? Oh, I'll show you what Johnny and the children bought me. I'll just take this out of the... I've got it in a Polly Pocket. This is the Christmas Town cross stitch chart by Stitch Rovia, and it's a 25.5 centimetre square all over stitch pattern.
The answer is 25.5 square centimetres. Did that answer your question?
I never even asked you. How rude. Anyway, Johnny bought me the chart, and he also bought me the Ada fabric excuse me, excuse the noise. Two little boys in the front room have just treated themselves to Super Mario Kart on the... Excuse me! I am vlogging!
Excuse me, I'm Mario Karting.
On the Nintendo Switch, and hilarity ensues apparently. Anyway, yes, the Ada and the silks, the embroidery silks. Johnny bought those for me for my birthday. And then the children bought me this really cute Christmas needle minder. Little gingerbread man. Can't catch me. Oops. And ooh, it's running all over the place now. Sorry, hang on. Don't put your needle in your mouth, folks. Do as I say. There we go. So the children got me the needle minder and also this beautiful pussycat thread minder, and it's personalised. And it's got just the right number of holes for the threads. This design calls for 16 different colours. And I started this, I took it up to Mum's house and overlocked, well, Mum overlocked the fabric for me. I've been stitching on it every day a little bit since then, and this is how far I've got. To say I'm a novice, it's not too bad. I'm really enjoying it. Just a bit nervous because it's the chart's spread over 4 sheets of A4 and it has overlaps on each page for the stitches, and I'm a little unsure as to how I'm going to get on with that, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So at the moment it's living in the paper bag that the fabric and threads came in. So I'm going to be acquiring very shortly a nice little project bag specifically for Christmas stitching. So that's very nice. So that was my main gifts from Johnny and the kids, and then Johnny also got me a little lightweight cotton jersey, sort of kimono style dressing gown, because I like those for the summer. My mummy bought me a lovely fluffy dressing gown, and then I'm going to get a new tattoo for my dad. Not like his name or anything, but Dad was really into gardening and vegetable gardening and digging the garden. He often was accompanied by a robin, and robins and Dad have become a little bit synonymous. So I'm going to have some kind of a robin design on it so that he's always by my shoulder, I think. So Mum's going to give me some of the money towards the deposit for that. And then my sisters bought me, Wendy bought me a new cafetiere. This is by the, oh man, that's got a bit of a funny spot on it. I don't know if you'll read that or not, but it says La Cafetiere. That's the brand. I've just washed it, it's a bit drippy. I used it this morning and it's copper, and I absolutely love copper things. So I asked for one of these. My old one, the knob had come off the top, and every time I pulled the lid out it came off. And also the this part of the thing, this is much better design, and it was not working properly anymore, and even with the filter on the lid it was letting grounds through. I was having to strain my coffee through a tea strainer every morning, so that was a very well appreciated gift. And my other sister Law knew how much I'd been ogling her copy of this for several years, and treated me to Nigel Slater's The Christmas Chronicles, which is just the most stunning book. Oh, I opened it at this page. I mean, look at the vintage shinies. So beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into this. And this book is, let's see if I can find a blurb for you. Hang on, I've just seen another really nice picture. I'm trying to get back to it now. No, it wasn't that one. Where are you? Oh, look at this Christmas tree. This is the story of my love for winter. The scent of fir and spruce, ghost stories, read with a a glass of sloe gin and beeswax candles with shadows dancing on the ceiling. With recipes, fables and quick fireside suppers from November to early February, I take you through my essential preparations for Christmas and the New Year and everything you need to enjoy the winter months. So that's like a perfect book for me. I absolutely love that. Then I had a few lovely gifts in the post. One of which was, I was really quite blown away by this. I should have got some blockers for them actually. My lovely friend Audrey, who is Audibod on Instagram, knitted me some socks. No one has ever knitted socks for me before. Look at them, and they're scrappy as well. They're so beautiful and soft and lovely. And this stitch pattern is really pretty. I need to find out if this is her own design or if this is something that if this is a pattern that she's bought. Either way, oh, look at the colours in that one, so gorgeous. So now I've shown them to you, I'm going to wear them tomorrow. They're so beautiful. I absolutely adore them. Audrey, if you're watching, thank you so much. I was absolutely thrilled when I saw them. As I say, never before has anyone knitted socks for me. Very touched. And then Cherie and I were doing I was almost going to say Advent swap then. Nope, wrong time of year. Silly girl. An Easter swap, but she included Easter and my birthday in the same parcel. So I'm not going to show you everything because my goodness, there's a lot of it. But I really wanted to show you this yarn. This is called Easter Sparkles 4-ply on gold stellina. And it says on the back, I hand dyed the full skein especially for you. Look at this. Is this not? It's got little bits of neon yellow in it, which, oh, and this is the mini that she's chosen to go with it. It's just so pretty. And now I want to get my birthday socks knitted really quickly so I can cast on Easter socks. She sent me some Easter decorations. Oh, she sent me a tiny weeny little Easter cross stitch kit, which is adorable. And then, and I couldn't quite believe this, not one but two goodies from So Sweet Violet, and I've never had anything from Jules before. I was a little bit squealy when I saw this. So one of them, not quite sure where I'm going to put this yet. It's going to be somewhere special though. Is this absolutely lovely wooden laser cut fibre fairy decoration, ornament, charm. And it's got what I think, Mum's had a look as well and she agrees with me. It's like hand dyed silk ribbon. Oh, it's so soft. I keep just going like that with it. When I was a little girl, I was obsessed with satin ribbons, and I used to have those aerated blankets that had the really broad satin ribbon stitch along the top. Do you know what I mean? I used to have one of those on my bed, and I would sit there, lay there in bed with my eyes closed, rubbing the top of the ribbon, and it helped me to settle to sleep. I used to call it my silky. And that's what that makes me think of. And then the other one, as if Easter yarn wasn't perfect enough, look at this, a ceramic Easter bunny progress keeper. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that in focus for you, but I'll try. Look, just sit still. And it's got gold whiskers and little pink flowers on its tummy. So that's going to go with this, and I'm going to knit Easter socks with them. And as I say, there was loads of other stuff, but I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. I might lay it out and do a little flat lay to show it to you. That might be better. There's so much lovely stuff. I'll be here for half an hour. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to show you today is my birthday sock. So this is living in the Harry Potter bag. If you watch my Vlogmas, you'll have seen that I got this from Cherie, that she made me this bag. And she sent me this charm, well, this little progress keeper as part of my gift. And then I bought this charm from a shop that she introduced me to. And I thought they would look really nice together on this bag. So that's the bag, and then this is the yarn which I showed you earlier. It's the Chromatic Yarns Birthday Cake Golem. The sock is the Prairie Sock by Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears. And here's where I've got, which, considering I cast it on the 12th and it's now the 14th, and it's the first time I've been able to knit properly for several weeks. I'm really pleased with my progress. I'm almost at the heel line now. And my little Matryoshka doll, this was from Fairyglade82 on Instagram. I thought it was from Davina, but I wasn't sure. And I checked with her and she said, yes, it was I. So I'm going to be putting my heel line in and then motoring down the foot on that later on. But now I'm going to just finish editing this, and then I'm going to sit and do a little bit more cross stitch while I've still got a bit of light, while Johnny makes us a curry for tea. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching this time. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for being patient with me while I was away. And if you're a new viewer, and well, welcome to the channel, and thank you very much for trying me out. If you are new and you enjoyed it, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and maybe click the subscribe button, because I am going to be making some more vlogs very soon. I like doing spring vlogs. I like doing vlogs any time of the year. And in between things like Vlogtober and Vlogmas, I usually just do like a weekly vlog here and there. I sort of enjoy that more than I do doing that. I really like watching the classic podcast style, but it's easier for me to make vlog style videos. So, yes, bear with me and I'll be back very soon. And thank you again for watching. Been lovely to chat with you all again. See you soon. Bye.